swing. Rhythm. Back to rhythm. What rhythm do those two things have in common? Maple leaf rag, Bassman, Walketh. Syncopation. Syncopation, syncopation, syncopation. Let's review what syncopation is, because it's a biggie. And in the pieces, there's a lot of odd resultants. So you see, it's starting to all come together here. Let's take a look at a simple rhythm in. By the way, ragtime is in 4 or 8, and swing is in 6 or 12. A swing waltz might be a 9. Okay, so they're different. They're different rhythm groups, but they share the concept of syncopation. So let's review what syncopation is real quick here. Getting some of these styles. First of all, let's say we have this simple rhythm of 4. Okay? And you and I know that 1's a loud one, and 2 is less, 3 is a little more, and 4. So we'll play that. We'll play a little scale. Okay? All right. Nothing syncopated. All these notes are exactly on the meter. The ones are getting louder or louder. If I were to take out, let's say I were to take out this one and make that one a half note. Okay. This note would get a little more loudness, but he would still be coming on the first strong beat. So there's no contradiction there. There's no nothing's out of line. Nothing's contradictory. What's the word I'm looking? Incongruous. That's probably the better word. So now we have. Okay. So nothing's odd there. Why don't we do this? Why don't we take this out, make him a quarter note, and put a half note here, just for the fun of it. All right. Now what have we got? All right, we have a loud note on 1, that we expect that. Very soft note on 4. But this note, he picks up the territory of the 3. In other words, the territory of the 3 has these are loudnesses. This is the biggest loudness here, right? The big boy. This one's the next loudness. This one is this, and this one is this. But this note takes up the territory, so he gets the strong 3. When you add them together, you're going to get a bigger X on that. That is not normal against this small beat. So therefore, he's played a little louder, and it's not normal to have that. So now we would have this. And if you can hear your meter at the same time, let's do. You can hear that second beat being loud, and then in the meter you hear the loud 3 on the bottom. And you can hear that it's not on a loud beat. It's on a weak beat, but it's a loud note. So it's not just a note on a weak beat. That's not what syncopation is. Syncopation is a note that's longer, that picks up more loudness, and it ends up on a soft beat. Now, just to make it clear that it doesn't have to be a long note. It could have been a quarter note here with a rest here. It's that note still incorporates that territory, making it a louder note on a weaker beat. I know, a lot of it's notation, but we're only interested in what we need to do, remember. And this is telling us to play loud, loud, soft, loud, loud, soft against something that's not. Now that's the very basis of in this case, the 4s, that's very typical of ragtime. That's what ragtime does. Ragtime plays off the beat with longer notes. So when we have ba, 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 right now, this is meaningless. Those are pulses. We don't have no meter yet. Our meter, let's say, is going to be and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and we'll make these eighth notes, that's fine. An eighth note, 4 eighth notes, and then an eighth note and 2 eighth notes, and then we would have, okay, the one and, trying to make these the right size. Ba, 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 ba. See, you got a couple of syncopations here. Ba, 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 right here. This is going to be, he's going to be a loud note. There's going to be another loud note. So when I play this, I don't know if I can point at the same time I'm playing, but we'll take a shot, okay? Right. It's going to be. Ba da 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 da. I wasn't pointing quite right, but that's this rhythm. I'll do it slowly. Try to follow along with it. I'll draw the big notes. Ba 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 ba. Now see that big note? Stole this heavy third beat. He's on the end. Syncopation. Ba 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 ba. And that's a real loud one because there's a 2. It's a 2 end and a 3 end, and I believe ba ba and an end. The 4. The end of 4 is not there. The end of 4 is here. Okay? So the end of 4 is the beginning of the phrase again. And I'll play it first. I didn't draw the big notes. Sorry. Ba 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 ba. That one's not syncopated. He's on the loud beat. Ba 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 do do ba. This one's coming on the end of 2. Big syncopation there. This is a big note. Ba 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 ba. He's loud. Not as loud as him though. So it's not the first beat's the loudest, but that doesn't mean the biggest note is the loudest. That being on that first one is going to be the loudest note. In this case, this is even louder because it's on end and takes all this territory here. So what did Joplin do? This is the Maple Leaf Rag. So what did he do? Now the left hand is counting off the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. The left hand is down here playing quarters on these guys, right on the quarters. So he's laying out, he's letting us hear the meter here. Now later I'm going to show you the resultants. And he does have this, okay? Yeah, so the left hand, bum, bum, but up, has 2 quarter notes ahead of time in the left hand. I'm sorry, quarter notes. 2 quarter notes ahead of time in the left hand to get the meter started. So it's cute, it's offbeat. And one day I decided to play all these loud ones right on the beat, right on 3, right on the 2, or even the 2 or the 3, and it sounded like I took all the syncopations out of it. Will you see how boring it ends up being? Can I do it? Okay, I put them right on the beat, all those big notes. There's no thrill. There's no ragtime. By the way, ragtime came from the expression ragged time. Because of all the syncopations, they called it ragged time. It got the nickname ragtime, in case it had nothing to do with rags, okay? So, anyway, let's do it again. Okay, so if your left hand is playing down here, you can see where the resultants can become a little hairy here, and you may have to reduce it to that level to practice it. I know when I was learning it, I was having tremendous problems with just playing it. I understood it. I got the idea of the rhythm, but here you've got left, left. You've got a left, 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 left. Well, let's write it up higher. Left, nothing, left, nothing. Then right, both, right, both, right, nothing. Oh, I'm sorry. No, there's a left hand on that. I'm sorry. Left, and then right, both, right, both, right, a big right, and this is the heart, and then a left, and then etc. And boom, left, left. I believe it's that. So left, left, right, both, left, and the left is on a little on the louder side here too. So you got a big loud right hand here, and you have a big loud right hand there, and you can see the problem of trying to play it is is left, nothing, left, 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 right. I'm sorry, that's not in there. Left, left, right, both, left, right, both. Yeah, both, right. Yeah, it's hard to do it in slow motion, but you get the idea how difficult the resultants are in general. You can't practice it hands alone, in other words. I don't have the actual music up here. Perhaps we'll take a look at that. I probably should have had it. But this is what happens. This is what you're learning. You're learning that. I'll do it without saying it. Okay? Hopefully you can follow. I'll do it slower. Okay, and you can see getting those hands together is not an easy task. But that's what you're interested in knowing about. Now, as far as arrows go, probably that's one arrow. Yeah, you might break it down smaller, hard to say. Probably more of a target issue at that point than the arrow itself. But that arrow is long enough. It repeats from here again and does the same thing again. It starts on a bum, bum, that bum, bum, ba da ba da bum, 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 ba da bum, 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 ba dum, ba dum, bum. Okay, now that's ragtime. I haven't gone all into ragtime, but this is the basis of the syncopations. Let's take a quick look at swing. I figured Friday night, got to have a little fun with rhythm. Oops. Okay, so get rid of all this stuff, and let's draw, instead of drawing 1 and 2 and 3 and, let's draw 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. And we'll just do this. 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, or we could just count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That would also be kosher to do. So what is swing? We'll put this in, we could put it in 12/8 time, that'd be fine. It doesn't really matter. 12/8, that just makes this one louder. And if it was 6/8, it would be those two are equally as loud. So it's not the grouping, I'm going to just show you swing in a very simple way here. But we'll say 12/8 time, put it in 12/8 time. Okay, so the meter here, that is the meter, well, the meter would be this, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and if we play it, we would have 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and no syncopations, none at all, none at all. If we were to have a figure that just did, or maybe make it simple, make it C, D, E. All right? So there's no swing here yet. It's the basis. Now, syncopation-wise, we have a big 1. We have a bigger 3, of course, not as big. Then the other ones are 2 and 4 are going to be the next biggest. The and-us are pretty much about the same. So if I play 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, there's obviously no syncopation. So, what makes swing? Where do they get the swing part of it? Well, swing is essentially when you, the first basic thing about swing is that this is a kind of a swing rhythm. Here, if I take that middle note out. Let's kind of squeeze that note out there. Good, good, good. Okay. And of course, this first note now becomes longer. I'd have to put eighth rests in here. Okay, so now we've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. And hear what we're hearing here. We're hearing the a 2, a 3, a 4. They're close together. That guy's not very close to him, but he's very close to him. So we hear chum, cha-chum, 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 cha-chum. If I make the notes the right loudness, it would be a little bit more this way. Tum, pa-tum, 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 pa-tum. That'd be real 12/8 swing. Okay, so if I play something with that, play a blues scale with that rhythm and get a... well, I wouldn't do that. I'll get a... okay, right away. Add some 2s occasionally. Yeah. Right? Okay. That's the beginning of swing. And this takes a little practice. You could practice your Hannons in swing. But we haven't gotten to the real swing yet. That is the basis. That's a typical rhythm in the family. The swing happens when you get rid of that note and perhaps that note. Now what happens? Okay, so we're getting now a loud note on it. We're going to, this note's going to become louder now because it takes all this territory. And therefore he becomes a bigger note. Okay, bum, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum. Okay, I'm going to leave these two together. But this guy doesn't have a big one after him, so he takes all that territory. Okay? So, and there is an 8th rest here. And there's an 8th rest here, as there was here. So what we have now is 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and ba bum bum, 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 ba bum bum. Okay? If I put one at the beginning, but, well, forget that for the moment, because I've got a piece in my mind, but I don't want to deal with that right now. So this rhythm would be, if I give a beat down here, that would be this rhythm. Sorry. Yeah, da, da. Now you hear what you're hearing? You're hearing and 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. So the piece I was playing at the beginning of this broadcast was that's played a little slower. 3s are going pretty fast there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hear all the 3s coming in before those main beats. So if you were going to play a Hannon like this, you'd play something like it would be that kind of thing where you'd have to play 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a... You're never going to see a Hannon written that way in a book. This is one of the reasons that a lot of teachers don't teach this, because the rhythm just becomes sort of inexplicable for them. And I think it's very explainable. There it is. See if I can take a second out here just to write the beginning of the Bassman Walketh. 1 and 1. I'm just going to, I'm going to write 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, just to make it really basic. Okay. The right hand plays on 3. Then the left hand plays on, well, let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. 1, 2, right, left, right, both, right. Okay, yes, you haven't got bar lines here. 1, 2, right, left, right, 1, 2, right. See, I'm thinking that's a bar line. Hold it. Good, okay. Right, left, right, both, right, left. I'll play that very slowly. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You see it? Right, left, right, both, right, sorry, right, both, right, left, right, left, right, both, right, left. I'll do a little quicker. That's what we're learning. Now, yeah, you got notes down here, but the notes don't matter. Yeah. If you're going to play the hands together, even putting the hands together up here. Right, left, right, both, right, left. Right, left, right, both, right, left. You have to learn to tap the rhythm before the notes make any difference. And the durations don't matter. I'll play it all staccato. And you're hearing that right, left, right, both, right, left, right, both, right, left, right, both, right, the whole way through. So that's what swing is. Swing is in threes. It's syncopated. Where the syncopated note? Obviously, with the right playing here alone, he's going to be, bottom, 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 bottom. The rhythm is ba, ba, da, dum, bum, ba, da, dum. The right's playing here, remember. So your rhythm of the melody is here, and how many of those notes are syncopated? He is. Da, da. He's not, because he's playing a melody on the first beat. He's not. He is. Those are your two big syncopations. All right? So we play those louder. So there you go. The style, the rhythm, the meter, the syncopations. Just remember what a syncopation is. It's not playing on a weak beat. It's playing a long note on a weak beat. And there are degrees of syncopation. Some are more syncopated than others. Funny enough, a very mild syncopation is Jingle Bells. Because it's the third beat, which is not as loud as the first, but it's as long. It's long enough to almost pick up as much as the first beat. It's a very mild syncopation. It just is mild, very mild. But it actually could be considered a syncopation. So, hopefully this has been enlightening. And I don't know if I'll continue this tomorrow night. I'd kind of like to, because the whole resultant thing, maybe I'll show you the real music. That might be a good idea. And I can show you, I'll show you the piano and show you the resultants happening on the piano. Good idea. All right, so that's Saturday Night Ragtime. All right, so I'll see you then. Where words fail, music speaks.